myself like, what the fuck is going on? Asking God for help, like what the fuck I'm doing wrong. He ain't giving me no answers, I figured it out myself. Got tired of asking questions, I'm tired of looking for help. Man, I can't win for losing, I'm steady taking these losses. Had to bury greed and cheat, same week, 2 different coffins. Man, that shit'll traumatize you when it ain't trying to. Everybody shedding tears, you trying not to cry too. They say they feel my pain, but they don't know how much I'm hurting. Mama told me pray, it usually helps, but it ain't working. Just the numbness pain, I'm popping Perkins by the 30.
Too late. Hi, I'm with the Port Commission.
I'm from the Athlete's Foot Foundation.
Brother, hey, can you give me my demo tape to somebody?
Yo, LPs.
What's up?
Is you in the motherfucking building?
I is now. At first, I left the building to run to the kitchen and shit. My stomach got to talking to me and shit. Feed me, Seymour. All
You
right.
had to go to the back kitchen, huh?
Woo! I'm trying to tell you, man, all this working out and living life and being 40 plus is a motherfucker. It's a little different over here. How you doing today, brother? You in the building?
I'm in the motherfucking building. As always. Well, hey, man. Me and you was talking, have a conversation earlier about that fentanyl, man. You were saying it was the police that fell off?
Yeah. They had a police department down here where a couple of guys actually had reactions to the fentanyl, and one officer actually died. Yeah.
Man, they say that motherfucker, they say that shit, man, it's the Don Dada, you know? They say that shit like 100 times more potent than heroin, man. I remember when I used to sell heroin, man.
I understand that it's 100 times potent, more potent than heroin, right? But my whole thing is, what is the purpose in mixing it in the cocaine when the cocaine already has a set high? You know what I'm saying? Most times you only use the shit to stretch it. You know what I'm saying? So I could understand if fentanyl was the drug that they were selling and then they use cocaine to stretch it. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, you don't mix cocaine with heroin or crystal meth to make it more potent, you know, because you're fucking with profit margins. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out what's the mindset.
They like fuck that profit margin. That's how I look, man. The rainbow heroin. Now don't that shit look like some good fruity ass candy?
Yeah, I mean, that look like something that a kid would get a hold to.
Exactly. Some of the kids to get a hold to, man. They you know what I mean? They finding ways, man, different ways. They say, okay, we're gonna get the kids. We can't get the adults, but they getting the adults too. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
They definitely getting the adults.
Right. Yeah, we have a problem as adults too. Adults, we're spending too much time trying to relive our childhood and have these turn up moments that it's causing us to make very bad decisions. You know, as far as, you know, drugs, using drugs. And let me say this, you know, because you know, I'm a natural man in the human world, and if you have to do $300 worth of drugs to have sex with somebody, you know, then you don't like that person as much as you think you do.
You said $300 worth of drugs to have sex with somebody.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. You know, you go buy a bottle, that's 40, 50 bucks. You know, you're smoking weed, that's another 30, 40 bucks. You know what I'm saying? That's almost 100 right there. Then you got what, a gram of coke. You know what I'm saying? That's 80 to 100. You know what I mean? And all in preparations to get fucked up so that you can have sex. You know what I'm saying? That's 3 different drugs. That's $200 right there. You know, we ain't talking about the miscellaneous stuff that comes along with it. You know, eating, travel, places to be, hotels, da 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 da. You know what I mean? But us as grown ass people, we're doing a lot of drugs in order to have sex, or in order to have fun, or in order to escape the pressures of being adults. And I think that's a problem that we're having with people, and especially the adults in this country. We have to get out that mindset that we have to be fucked up to be human. I gotta take this before I get in the booth. I gotta smoke this before I do this. I gotta wake up and drink before I get started. We always have an excuse to create an addiction, and that addiction is a weakness to the flesh. And as long as we have weaknesses in the flesh, then that's where we're gonna be preyed upon at.
Man, it's one thing for sure, two things for certain. Drugs and sex gonna sell. When don't nothing else sell, drugs and sex gonna sell. And gasoline, obviously. But we gotta get
Hey,
around. You know what I'm
you
saying?
know what though? I've been hearing a lot from my drug dealer friends and people that are in the drug business, and everybody's crying right now. I mean, when you got your supplier calling you to figure out why you ain't called them, that's only because nobody else is calling them. You know what I'm saying?
That's Uncle Joe fault.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying the inflation has killed the drug market, because I mean, like I say again, as adults, what are you gonna do? You gonna pay your light bill, or are you gonna do
to piggyback on what you said last week? Would you say 90% of the currency got drug residue on it?
Yes.
That said it all right there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We're such consumers of drugs, and I'm no better. I'm no better. I'm just like you guys. I'm buying the bottle of Hennessy. I got the green. You know what I'm saying? I'm smoking. I'm drinking. I'm popping XOs, Coke or whatever. Those are 4 different toxins that you're putting in your body. You know what I'm saying? The alcohol is killing your liver. The weed is killing your lungs. The Coke is killing your your nasal passages, all the way down into your throat, all the way down to your stomach. X pills is rotting in your stomach and fucking with the chemistry in your mind. You know what I mean? Shit, what? Heroin slump you.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Let's check this little video out. Let's check this video out, man. This Fentanyl video. Hold on a second.
Go by the street names China White or China Girl, or the more scientific names Actic, Duragesic. Most know it as fentanyl. And over the last year, overdoses from drugs like this are up more than 80%. Fentanyl is part of a class of drugs known as opioids. It is also one of the most powerful narcotics used in medicine. Some context? Morphine. Fentanyl is up to 100 times more powerful. That's part of the reason it is diverted or stolen from pharmacies and hospitals, or made illegally in labs. Dealers will frequently add fentanyl to heroin to give it more of a kick. It's called cutting the heroin, and especially if you're not expecting it, it can be deadly. That's because fentanyl is also 50 times stronger than heroin. It is so powerful that just 1/4 milligram can be fatal.
Fuck that shit, man.
I'm not understanding though. That doesn't make sense. If you have a drug that powerful, you know what I'm saying? You would want to cut it. You know what I'm saying? If it was let's just use 100 as it. Coke is 50 or 75. We'll say Coke is 75. We'll say that weed is 50. So you want you got a drug that is 100% more powerful than cocaine, okay? And then you want to cut that, so that it is stretched so that you can make more money because it's more potent. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't want to send the most potent shit out there, because if that was the case, then we would have pure cocaine on the market. But we don't have pure cocaine on the market. The cocaine is actually.
We was coming up. You want return customers. You ain't get no return customers with this shit because they dying.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I don't believe that that's a drug dealer's market. I don't see that making sense. Why would you want to sell product that kills people? We learned that shit from American Gangster. And then who invented fentanyl in the first place? What was its original use for? Do you know?
Yeah, the Mexican cartels was cutting the cocaine with it. They was that when I first heard of it, they was sending the barrels of cocaine over here with the fentanyl cut. You know what I'm saying? This was back in the day.
But if they send in the fentanyl with the cocaine, and the fentanyl is 100 times more powerful than the cocaine, then why sell cocaine? You would sell fentanyl, and then you would cut the fentanyl down. It wouldn't make sense for them to send a more powerful drug to maximize a weaker drug. You see what I'm saying?
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. You know, that's not a drug dealer's mentality, not even a cartel's mentality. I think that was the government or some type of entity, you know what I'm saying, trying to be disruptive to that market for whatever reason.
You know what?
Because,
when I first heard about it, remember when the second Bush invaded Afghanistan?
yeah,
That's when I started hearing about fentanyl. So that makes sense what you're saying. It could have been the government could have been behind that, man.
I mean, you know our government, you know our CIA and our FBI, they a motherfucker, man. You know what I mean?
Because
But
at
you
first
do,
they was blaming the Arabs. I remember they was blaming the Arabs. Some of the Arabs was cutting up the heroin with the fentanyl. This is like
again,
right before I went to the joint.
heroin is extremely addictive, highly potent. So why would you use another drug to make that drug any more potent? If you have a drug and it is 100 times more potent than all the other drugs on the market, you want to sell that drug by itself. And then you want to find a way to whack it down so that it doesn't kill people. You know what I'm saying? And really, I just feel like they're trying to scare us away from a market, or
They're
maybe
trying to
even
kill
drop
us,
the
man.
prices.
I think
Yeah,
they just trying.
but at the end of the day, it's about money to somebody. And you know, the rule of thumb is follow the money. You know what I mean? So somebody is paying for the fentanyl, and then they're using the fentanyl to cut. So what is it? Is the fentanyl cheaper? You know what I'm saying? Than cocaine? So
I don't
I
know.
mean,
It's more potent though.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. So is it cheaper? Because that'll be the only way it makes sense. If fentanyl, if a key of coke is 35, you know what I'm saying, or 40 bands, you know, and then you turn around and you're getting the key of fentanyl for 17, you know what I'm saying? But it's 100 times more addictive, you know, then you're trying to drive the price of the fentanyl up and the price of coke down because now you got a more superior product. You see
Man,
what I'm
this is
saying?
it's just a fucked up drug, period, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I done ran through a lot of drugs in my days. But this drug here, man, you don't hardly got no return customers, man. And it makes so bad
Again,
you gotta get
so
it from the pharmacy and shit like that.
that goes
Okay.
right back
They say
to the point
they
that
say
I'm making.
she said fentanyl is used in prescriptions for cancer patients, help them stay in coma stages. Okay, so okay, that explains that. That she said that's some shit to make motherfuckers stay and stagnate. You know what I mean? In a coma state, help with their pain, like hospice type shit.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it probably was never meant to hit the street.
Right. And then, like I say, if you put it in cocaine and then you snort the cocaine and now you're all of a sudden in this bubble to now you're like in, like you say, in hospice, like, so how does that affect? Because you don't do cocaine to sit still. That's heroin. You do heroin to nod and drive over. Cocaine is more of a focused drug. You know what I'm saying? Like, I noticed one thing. You know, I'm 42 years old. I've been around the block a few times, but whenever you use
Then they got
cocaine
this
by
shit.
itself,
Then they got this fruity pebble looking shit. Just look at it, man. It look good. So what?
yeah,
So you imagine what kids gonna do when they see it? They gonna be like, they don't got a handful. You hear me?
yeah, but
You know what I'm
still, it
saying?
doesn't. I mean, outside of blatantly trying to eradicate a people, it doesn't equate to money. And
Right.
so the job is to follow the money. And like I say, even when you do cocaine, the cocaine is not like what you see on TV. If I do cocaine without any drinks, without any marijuana or any added on substance, you know what I'm saying? The more you do, the soberer you get. You know what I'm saying? That's the way the high goes. You don't get a heavy high like being high on weed. You know what I'm saying? The more shit you do, it's like the soberer I get, and then you got all this bullshit caked up in your nose and you're tasting the fucking cocaine all night long, and then your dick don't work.
Man, what you know
So
about that? What you know about tasting the cocaine all night long, then your dick don't work?
yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm 42 years old. I'm not no spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying though.
They
So
already
with
doing that with the E pills. They been doing that
even
with the E pills.
even with the cocaine, it's like, why would you do that? Because that's not, that's not the thing. That's why they cut it with speed. Because when you do cocaine is a sedative. You know what I'm saying? If you ever watch any of those old flicks, you will see a white chick take the spoon and she hit that shit.
Cocaine is an upper.
It's a
It's an upper.
stimulant. It's a stimulant. It doesn't really give you a whole lot of energy and make you want to do a whole bunch of shit either. A lot of people that I've known and I've seen do cocaine, they go to sleep, they do it, they put they little mask on.
I know a nigga
you know what
do
I'm saying?
cocaine.
It's in preparation for sex.
Hey, LPs, I know a nigga do cocaine. It make his dick like a wet dish rag. You know what a wet dish rag do? That bitch going soft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Cocaine isn't even a man's drug to where you would want to do it on a constant basis. Like I say, once you get past the second, third line, you know what I'm saying? Everything is downhill from there because now your dick don't work. Then, like I say, you stuffy, you're snotty. You know what I'm saying? You got the nasty ass taste in your mouth. She horny as fuck, ready to fuck all night. You know, it's better to give it to a chick than it is to give it to a man.
Right.
So I'm not understanding how you're taking the fentanyl and putting it with the cocaine is going to make the cocaine any better or any more potent.
No, I done did this before. I done took some heroin and mixed it with the coke, and then I cooked the coke up to give it that yellow content. I done did that before. I had motherfuckers all mixed to hell and shit. They hit that shit. It's you know what I mean? They got that heroin in it and the crack. It's a bad motherfucker. I used to call it super mix. But this ain't got nothing. This ain't got nothing no fentanyl.
That's what I'm saying. But even that mix, you're not using that as cocaine. You're taking the cocaine, the heroin, and you're mixing it and cutting it and turning it into crack. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you got super crack cocaine. But even with that being said, we know that crack cocaine has baking soda in it. So it's still being cut the fuck up to, is minimum max potency. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take it down as far as you can to increase the volume, but then you still want it to be potent as fuck so that you can make more money. Fentanyl does do that.
So basically, fentanyl is I ain't gonna say it's a wasted drug because it's getting motherfuckers high on a motherfucker, but you ain't with the fentanyl rate, you ain't getting no return customers. Shit, 9 times out of 10, they gonna kick the bucket.
And see, then what that lady said was, I think it takes 0.25 per ounce. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a lot of fentanyl in there either. I mean,
when I knew fentanyl was potent, when I seen that county officer fall up He touched it. He touched it, and he fell out off that shit. That's what I said. This some shit right here, boy. Just touching you falling out. You know what I'm saying? Shit
Yeah.
crazy in the motherfucker, man.
Hey, yo. So with that being said, I'm gonna show you something over here. You see that? On the other shows, I was drinking wine, I was drinking cognac, and all that other shit.
Yeah, what's that?
H2O. It's water. You know what I'm saying? It's water. You
So
know,
you the gave the slut juice for water?
yeah. You know what? The whole drug thing right now for me is just really too much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then as I'm moving into different places in life, it's somewhat of a character killer. You know, I can't be out in public fucked up. I can't drink like I want to and say what I want to in public because now people are taking pictures and videos and you know what I'm saying? Your character is always on display. So I want to carry myself in such a way to where I'm not shaming my family or you know putting me in a position to where other opportunities are being shut off to me because of drinking drugs and everything else. You know, because even though it's widely accepted as what we do, it's still frowned upon. You know what I mean? And then, you know, like me personally, like I say, I mean, you're doing coke, you're doing weed, you're drinking wine, liquor, all this different shit you're putting in your body just to bust one nut. I mean, at least for a man. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
you got some motherfuckers do drugs just to do drugs to get high. They ain't about sex.
This is what I'm saying is there's three different categories of which you're doing drugs for. It's sex and just to escape, and then there's creativity. You know what I'm saying? Those are what they're doing. That's what I said. They're not using proper measurements because they're trying to get people to be hooked up more. You know what I'm saying? But at the
So they
same time,
so basically they doing the hood. They doing the hood recipe. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
right.
Yeah, yeah. It's still a little extra in there and spin it. I gotta give me some Rucci rims and shit. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
what my man say? He said the shit is blue magic, not black magic, not purple magic. Motherfucker, it's blue magic.
Not blue dog shit. None of that.
That is product infringement. Yeah, you know, and it's
Well,
a
it's a
sad
lot.
case, man.
You got a lot of, like you say, like I'm saying, you got a lot of people dying from it. Now they targeting the kids with this fruity pebbles looking shit. I mean,
Yeah.
if I was a kid and I seen this, I want to try it.
Nah,
You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Look how that shit look like it's fruity, man. It's called Rainbow Fentanyl.
yep,
Hell of an epidemic going on, man.
yep. But
God,
welcome to America, man. That's what we do
God,
over here.
I mean, back in the day, I know motherfuckers get tired of hearing this. We sold drugs to take care of our family. You got these drug dealers now sell drugs to take care of their habit, man. You know what I mean? And and unfortunately, they know that, and that's why they got junkies. They selling the junkies. They know the drug dealers are junkies. You know what I'm saying? They just overdoing this shit, like you say. They overdoing it
Yeah.
and
I mean,
making it more potent than it already is than it should
but
be. You know what I mean?
that's another thing too. You know, as drug dealers, you not never get high off your own supply. We got all these songs that gives you the 10 crack commandments and every damn thing. It's like nobody's
Yeah.
listening to nothing
Hey man, I remember this
fundamentally.
shit. I remember this shit the Arabs had was some shit. I see it was $800 brick. It was called God damn it. What's it called? Anacetal? I think it was called Anacetal. I used to get it. I used to get it by the brick, $800 a brick from the Arab. And it was tasteless, odorless. It just put weight on the dope. You know what I'm saying? I was taking an eighth out of each brick. So I had a free eighth of a key out of each brick. I would replace it with the Fentanyl. It swell up, blow up, cook up, and but it didn't have no taste. And this shit they got nowadays, got add more potency to the drugs and all that shit. Shit, that Nestor, that shit didn't add no potency. It just stretched it. It just blew it up. It was like Kool-Aid to water. You know how you put a pack of Kool-Aid in the water? And now you got to put some sugar in it, some water in it, and make it taste right. That's how it was. Cocaine, fentanyl, that's what it was, the cocaine. And Nestor and shit. I made a lot of money with that shit, man. But it wasn't killing our people like this motherfucker fentanyl, man. So, man, this shit taking niggas to Graceland and Hurley daily.
It's like I say, you know, and then the market, you know, when we hustle to get money. Now these motherfuckers is hustling to feed drug habits. They hustling to feel like they doing something other than
they hustling to pay their drug habit off.
Yeah. And
you know
so,
what I mean?
With that being said, it's like, yo, if you're not in it for the money, and then you're not conscious of the people that you're selling this shit to, this is a problem.
And that goes to my big dummy. Anybody to do fentanyl, sell fentanyl, or do fentanyl, you my big dummies.
Yes, dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy, see what you did? Oh, no, you big dummy. Oh, no, you big dummy. You dummy.
That's my dummy of the day. Fentanyl. It's my big dummy of the day. A drug. Killing our people, man. And it took out some good niggas, man. I mean, I might have been good. They might have been good to y'all because they was doing it, but they was some good. It took out some good niggas, I know, man. Fentanyl and took out some good niggas from that family, man. Anything you want to add with this, LP, before we get on, man?
I'm about to do the research because I want to know how many deaths have been due to fentanyl.
A bunch of them, I know that, man. Hey, back to what I was telling you. Now I'm finna prove it to you. Shaka Zulu. You kept telling me the nigga name was Shaka. Remember his name Shaka Zulu, bro. I understand. I know they had the Shaka Zulu back in the day with the Planet Rock motherfucker.
Yeah. I just didn't know. I didn't know Shaka went with the whole Shaka Zulu.
Yeah. He got the whole.
I've always known him as Shaka. You know.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Check this video out. This Shaka Zulu. They say he killed dog in self-defense. Hold on. This Ludacris old manager. Hold on a second.
New surveillance video shows the moments Atlanta police say Ludacris manager shot and killed a man outside a Buckhead restaurant in June.
Shaka Zulu now faces murder charges. His attorney says that video provides that he acted in self-defense. They had a news conference this morning.
Fox 5's Deidre Dukes joins us live tonight. Deidre, you were at that news conference.
That's right. And Shaka's attorneys insist he should have never been charged. That is because they say he was jumped, badly beaten, and say he acted in self-defense. Surveillance cameras captured the violent confrontation between Shaka Zulu and a group of men outside his Buckhead club June 26th. Attorneys for the music executive say the video proves he feared for his life that night.
When you take a close look at the video footage, as well as you interview all of the critical eyewitnesses, the reality is that the only conclusion that you can reach is that he acted in self-defense.
Atlanta police charged Shaka, whose real name is Ahmad Obafemi, with murder in the death of 23-year-old Artez Benton. Benton is reportedly one of the men seen in the video attacking Shaka. The video shows Shaka during the assault pulling out a gun and opening fire. Shaka, Benton, and a third man were wounded. Police charged Shaka after Benton died from his injuries. Shaka's attorneys say the three men jumped him from behind, knocking him to the ground and beating him following an argument over VIP parking. His attorneys said Shaka believed the men were armed and intended to shoot him.
In fear of his life, knowing that the people who attacked him from behind were still in his path to safety, Shaka discharged his weapon lawfully and in self-defense.
Shaka is free on bond, charged with murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and simple battery. At a Thursday news conference, his attorneys blasted APD for charging their client. They insist Benton's family isn't getting the justice they deserve because police have charged the wrong man and should have charged 2 other men.
They initiated, participated in, and under the statute, they should be charged with this murder.
Now, we reached out to APD and the Fulton County DA's office for comment. We are still.
Hey, man, shout out to Shaka. He burnt them boys. Hey, man, that self-defense law is a bad motherfucker. It's a bad motherfucker, man.
Well,
he burnt the shit out that boy.
As you can see, that self-defense law didn't really work, because if it had worked, he wouldn't have never been charged. By him being charged, he's already had to retain a lawyer. That's money. He has 4 or 5 charges, all high felonies. He's gonna have to go to court. They just got his ass for a cool $1 or so.
Oh yeah, without doubt.
He didn't have to pay his bail. You know what I'm saying? He didn't bond out. He bailed out. You know what I mean? So I think it's probably a cool $1 on the bail, especially for a murder, assault, and all the shit they was trying to get him for. He didn't. That statute didn't help.
That still was a free. That still was a free kill. Shout out to Shaka Zulu, man.
And if you just wanted to kill somebody, but he was saving. he was saving. He was sitting up there, talking to a young lady when he was attacked by these dudes from the back, and they done seen more than 5 people jump on this man, and then he opens fire. You know what I'm saying, to save himself, and then he was still charged with more than 5 felonies. Unlawful discharge of a firearm while in the commission of a crime. You heard that one, right?
Yeah, I heard that one.
What fucking crime was he committing? He was at his club.
Well, hopefully they got it together, man. They get it right. But they got this right, though. Remember the dude that you remember Derek Chauvin? You remember the motherfucker that killed George Floyd? Remember, it was another officer that was holding George Floyd's feet. He's holding him down. This motherfucker got 2 more years added to his sentence. Here you go.
Former Minneapolis police officer Thomas Lane has been sentenced to another 3 years in prison. He was the officer who held down Floyd's legs as former officer Derek Chauvin restrained him back in 2020. Lane pled guilty to aiding and abetting in manslaughter earlier this year. Now, he's currently serving a 2.5-year sentence in Colorado. That's from a conviction in February that found him guilty of violating Floyd's rights.
Yeah, he won't hold on more feet. They added 3. He didn't get but 2 years, so they added 2 more on to that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully some more gonna come behind that,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get this tea in, man. Let's get this good tea in, man. Hold on. Yeah, I told you that nigga name was Shaka Zulu.
What about the purge situation in Chicago?
We'll find on the first. Hold on a second. Everything don't kick in January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out. Hold on. You gonna go down there and find out? You gonna go down there live and report on it?
I have no problem with that, but I already.
It's LPG live from O Block.
Anyway.
What'd you say?
I said, the Chi is like a second home to me anyway. We grew up
Yeah,
on
I know. Hold on a second.
It's time to spill all the tea. Spill all the tea. Spill all the tea. Spill all the tea. Tea. Right here on Stay There. Right here on Stay There.
Let's get this tea in, man. Oh yeah. For those of y'all coming up soon, we got the LPZ show coming up soon. It's about technology and hip hop. No politics. LPZ solo dolo. You know what I'm saying? That'll be coming up soon. But anyway, 20 Sweetie Pies, man. It's a legendary soul food joint, Sweetie Pies. They had a reality show. It's closing after 25 years, man. We started up. Yeah, it closed. My man, her son did a hit for hire on his nephew. It was all crumbling down, man. Sweetie Pie, she made a lot of money, man. Sweet old lady, man.
The son made a hit on a nephew.
Yep. Murder for hire.
So
he had life insurance. He had put life insurance on him.
I guess. Doing white folks shit.
Yeah. Typical white folks shit. That's all. But he got caught. That's all. Hey man, we got Hurricane Ian, man. It's supposed to hit Florida tomorrow. You already went through Cuba, Puerto Rico, Cuba. Praying for them down there, Puerto Rico, Cuba, and now I say it's heading towards like the Bay Area, Tampa Bay, stuff like that. They expected to hit tomorrow. That's up in Florida. Praying for them people. Hurricane Ian, IAN. That's the name of it. They be killing me with these names, LPC.
Yo, that's crazy, man. But you know, we live in a crazy world right now.
Man, who you telling?
Man, I mean, I don't understand half of the thinking behind what's going on. You know, because you're selling drugs to people to kill them. They locking up people for shit that a motherfucker couldn't remember 30 years ago. You know, we threw R. Kelly up under the bus because they made it seem like he
you just gonna let that R. Kelly shit go, is you? That's your boy.
Right. They threw R. Kelly shit up under the bus and shit because they turned him into a pedophile, you know, in front of the world, and nobody could stick up for a pedophile, but then didn't charge him with no child pornography and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They coined the word that, you know, he was transporting these women that he held hostage, that they wasn't tied to shit, they wasn't chained to shit.
Hey man,
they didn't have no handcuffs on.
LP. It was gonna either be him or Mike, man. It was gonna either be him or Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson checked out of here. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna be him or Mike, man. It was gonna be him or Mike.
I don't even know if Mikey's really dead. I think Mikey just checked out.
Right. he chilling with Tupac in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. But like what's his name? You heard my man say last week we had on here. Cassidy said niggas been doing that. He said niggas been doing that. Niggas been pulling up at the high schools and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I still don't give him no pass though. He did what he did. I still fuck with his music though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love R. Kelly to death, man. I don't condone none of the behavior in which he's accused of. You know what I'm saying? But let me say this too, fellas. When we create that God complex and we start flexing that on other people, we actually hurt these people deeper than what you know. You know, and I've been a motherfucking one of those people that hurt a lot of people that I didn't intend to, with either my words or my ways, because they seen my confidence as arrogance, and so it started resentment in them. And then when you're at your vulnerable point or at your weakest point, that's when all that shit comes back to haunt you. So be careful what you say and how you treat people, no matter how much money you got or how much fame you think you have, or how beautiful or whatever you think you are, sisters. You know what I'm saying? When you treat people like shit and you run that godly complex, understand that karma will come back for you, and it's gonna repay you at a very vulnerable time.
Yeah, will. And man, we got a 10-year-old girl awarded $95.5 million. She went to the dentist, a simple dentist procedure, and they gave her brain damage, man. She's 10 years old. They gave her brain damage. Her name Nia Hall, man. She can't talk. She can't walk on her own, talk. None of that, man.
Yeah. And see, look, this is the world that we're living in right now. When you said that they gave the girl $95 million, everybody was like, woo, payday. You know what I'm saying? She got paid. What's the problem? She don't have any of her mobile functions. She can't walk. She can't talk. She is a vegetable now. $95 million would never restore her life.
Exactly.
And then check this out. The craziest thing about the 95 million is the lawyer gets 30%. And then after the lawyer gets
33 to third.
Yep. After the lawyer gets 30%, then the government gets another 32%. You forgot about Mr. Biden. He said if you make over such and such amount of money, then they're coming for 32%.
Uncle Joe.
Yep. So you know that's 62% right there of that 95 million gone to taxes and attorneys. Okay.
So it is a big payday for somebody else.
Yeah. Off of this young woman losing her life.
Off of her back.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then her mother and father walk away with less than half. They're only gonna come away with like 37 million.
Right.
It's a cold, cold world, man.
What Pac say?
They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about us. Yep.
Hey,
that's
man.
The truth.
Brett Favre, punk ass. He got caught stealing $5 million for Mississippi Welfare Department, building a volleyball court for his daughter and his old alma mater, Ole Miss. So with that shit, man. But they on my man back. They on my man back. Huh?
He used $5 million of school educated fund to build a volleyball court for his daughter that's attending the school.
Right.
So what used to happen, that's what used to happen. That's what usually happens. The father goes to the school, he makes a donation to build a new auditorium or a new basketball court or stadium or whatever, because his child attends there. He's not necessarily building it for them, but he's building it for the benefit of them and the benefit of his family.
He stole the money though.
He ain't steal it. He accoladed it to a personal cause. That's what it is. And because it was a personal cause, because he so-called built it for his daughter. How can you build it for your daughter on a school campus?
She only go there no more. She only go there no more. But that's what I'm saying. Look, like my man, they making a big thing. They ain't making a big thing out of that. But my man up in Boston, the black guy, what's his name? Amin Aduka, the head basketball coach, which he was fucking with Nia Long. Remember Nia Long? He was fucking with Nia Long, but anyway, he was fucking with somebody in the front office. And they suspended him for 1 year for that. It was consensual though. And I guess they still got some type of policy up in Boston where employees can't fuck around or something. But they making a big deal. They're making a big deal out of that, but not Brett Favre shit.
Yeah, because I'm saying it's called fraternization. And then what Brett Favre did is what they've been doing for hundreds of years when it comes to these schools. That's what my great grandfather's name is on the fucking building. And then you can quit school, come back to school, you got kind of like a revolving door when your family built one of the buildings on the university establishment. Come on, man. But see, now everybody's in everybody's business because we no longer watch the news to be nosy. Now we're watching each other. And that's exactly why I made the statement, what I said earlier. It isn't even safe for me to do drugs or be a part of that type of lifestyle because there's so many people in your business. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing a radio show or I'm doing a interview and shit, then all of a sudden you see a cocaine booger in my nose. Guess what? That cocaine booger is gonna be magnified. They're gonna blow it up. It's gonna be a thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? And it could have just been the glare off the booger in my nose that made it look white, but they don't give a shit. It's gonna be news. You know what I'm saying? And then now we don't even have like an integrity to the reports. Now people can say what the fuck they want to. It's like National Enquirer. You know what I'm saying? It's actually gossip at its best.
Yeah. But that's fucked up, man. But anyway, we're gonna stick to the basketball world. We got Kyrie Irving, man. He turned down $100 million deal because he unvaccinated. He won't get the vaccination, so he turned down $100 million deal. What you feel about that, LPs?
I would rather turn down $100 million than be a vegetable 5 years down the line and shit because somebody put some experimental shit in my system. What happened to Irving Magic Johnson? Think about it.
What happened to Magic, to the Magic Man?
Magic all of a sudden came up with HIV out of no goddamn where. He done had HIV longer than any other motherfucker on the goddamn planet.
He ain't got it. He ain't got it no more.
Oh, he ain't got it no more.
Nah.
All right. That's what I'm saying. You see what that's the whole thing about what I'm saying. I'm not finna let nobody inject me for $100 million, destroy my motherfucking career. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be Magic Johnson.
They say Magic went over to Africa somewhere. He got an oil change. Got all his old blood took out and got some new blood put back in him.
You cannot switch out 100% of motherfucking blood. Your blood is your DNA. Your DNA is your tracking system.
Hey man, don't shoot the messenger, man.
This is what I'm saying. I'm not shooting the messenger. I'm just saying that shit doesn't make sense. Oh, he went over to Africa and got it done. What African doctor said he did that? Because whatever African doctor did that can do that for other people. Magic ain't the only rich nigga.
He the only rich nigga that had HIV.
Shit, no, you're not. I guarantee you that. Shit, I've been to the HIV clinic, and when I tell you, going to an HIV clinic will open your eyes to some shit, because you will see so many people from so many different walks of life that are HIV positive that it will make you rethink everybody that you had sex with.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, for real, man. Every time I go and get an HIV test, bro, I'm telling you, that shit was so fucking nerve-wracking because I didn't want it to come back positive. I didn't gamble, but I don't, just the worrying and shit. And then, like I say, I've been up there and I've seen the HIV clinic, and these people look like regular people. They drive Mercedes and Bentleys and all kind of shit.
Of course, they ain't gonna have on their forehead printed "I got HIV." Of course, they gonna look like regular.
Well, you know what? Be honest with you, it just seemed like HIV, AIDS, and stuff like that was just a lower level issue. You know what I'm saying? But then when you see how broad the scope is, children being born HIV positive, parents having HIV, but I'm an 80s baby. So back in our day, you caught HIV, 7 months later you got AIDS, 8 months after that you're dead.
Man, niggas in the hood in my day, they was just catching eggs. Wasn't no HIV.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Magic invented HIV. Motherfuckers just had AIDS and they died about 2 years later. You know what I mean?
That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. Shout out to Kyrie. Don't let them fucking guinea pig you, man. It ain't worth the money. Fuck them.
Hey man, yeah, you right. You right. It ain't working. I'm not never taking that shot. Fuck them.
Nah, it
Hey,
ain't
man.
worth the money. And
They
then
say,
you know this is what this country do to us. And then by you being famous, they gon' man, that boy, next thing you know, they'll be on the screen talking about this nigga got monkeypox. got it from a transgender girl. Hey, look, check this out. Nigga. So the girls that's transgendering into boys are now looking like men, but still want dick.
What you talking about? The A B C D F G motherfuckers?
Yes, I'm saying that I've seen a man with a pussy. You know what I'm saying? So a man with a pussy, and then there's a man that is really a woman, and then there's a woman that's really a man. You know what I'm saying? And then these two people are together. Okay, so you have a man with some titties now, and you got a woman that ain't got no titties and a beard, and then they're having sexual relations.
They said man tits been around forever. But you talking about actual jugs, huh?
Yeah, I'm talking about the confusion between man and woman, to where a man wants to be a woman, so he changes himself to be a woman. A woman wants to be a man and changes himself to be a man, and then they still have the desire for each other.
I call that shit the Dwayne Wade syndrome. Remember Dwayne Wade's son?
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. That's another top for another day though.
I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at. I'm like, yeah, because like Dwayne Wade's son, he looks like the girl, and then the girl looks like the boy.
Yeah, and they kiss, and now they kissing. That's confusing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it is. And then I'm like, yo, confusion is not of God. So if it's not of God, it must be of Satan. You know what I'm saying?
God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, they say 21 Savage. I don't know what reason we give, but he said he will never perform at Rolling Wood again. Yeah, Rolling Wood the shit, ain't it? That Rolling Wood.
Yeah.
He said he won't never perform there again.
Probably because didn't nobody like his ass.
Oh, 21 Savage hard, nigga.
He is.
I like him.
Oh, yeah, but we two different type of people.
I like your music. So what you saying? I like your music.
Yeah, but you know, you like other people's music too.
Hey, somebody gave me this message. Hey, somebody gave me this message to give you. They've been watching. Listen, they said your shit better be fire. All this shit we talking about, people. They said when your album come out, that shit better be fire. That's what they told me to tell you. That's what they told me to tell you.
Yeah.
And you know him too. They said tell that motherfucker. They said tell nephew he be talking all that bullshit. His shit better be fire.
Tell them, and then if they really want to do it, we can always do a battle rap live and shit. Just cut on the same tracks and just let it go. I like battle rapping. I ain't ate a nigga ass in so long. You know what I'm saying? We could do that too. Put your money where your mouth is, nigga.
All right,
yeah.
man.
Make sure, but yeah. I know, I do have to come correct though. But hey, man.
Oh yeah, you gotta come good. You been bashing a bunch of motherfuckers.
Hey, but dude, I stayed up there all night till about 7 o'clock this morning. I was doing some editing, but I was on the music for a minute. My shit's
I be waking up to 7, 6, 5, 4 in the morning texts from your ass. I'm like, this when this motherfucker get his ass up. When I go to sleep, he get up.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, man, I go to sleep about 9, about 7, 7:30. You know what I'm saying, in the morning, and then I sleep all day while everybody else at work, and then I'm up.
That sound like a gigolo to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I work with people on the other side of the country, so the time zones be different. And then it's like, I don't know, it's like with this energy that's going on at this renegade season, it's at night is so calming. I can think. I can do
You can
different
think
shit.
better. Yeah, I think better at night too. I like writing at night. That's
In
when
the
I come up with my
daytime,
best shit.
okay. Look, let me put it like this. In the daytime, everybody on the Wi-Fi service, so the Wi-Fi service sucks. You know what I'm saying? But at nighttime, after 12, nobody's up on the Wi-Fi, so my Wi-Fi runs seamlessly. That's how it works for me. My mind is clear as fuck at night, and I'm able to be creative. I'm able to think of a whole lot of different things and do a whole lot of different things. But in the daytime, my shit be cloudy. I'm moving so fast. I'm doing different shit. It's like I'm spinning my wheel.
Hey man, we got the British pound plummets to a record low against the dollar, man. Is that because the Queen kicked the bucket or what?
Yes, there's a revolt going on right now around the world. See, all the countries, those colonizers have taken over and ruled. Kenya, India, Sudan, all these places that had British colonies, they broke the treaty. No more peace. We don't need you anymore. They're snatching down statues in all these different countries, and they're snatching down statues in India. Yeah, the statue of King Frank has come down. South Africa, y'all better watch that shit, because y'all gonna have to go. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't deeply embedded and rooted, y'all gonna have to go. And I am, you know what? And let me not say this as a sound of racism, but the white man's reign is over. It's over. The lies have been dispelled. The truth has been revealed. The Hebrews have come home to roost. Yeah. And all the wrong that you people have done to all these countries, Colombia, Mexico, Brazil, you know, the only people that's probably gonna let you make it is the Canadians. But other than that, you fucked up with everybody. Remember zipperheads? Remember how y'all call them motherfuckers zipperheads and shit? You know what I'm saying? The Filipinos, and you know, y'all didn't like the Gooks and the Japanese, and all those people are here. Every denomination.
I mean, I just gave my first tattoo out.
Right here.
I wrote my name. I wrote my name on her butt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just did. That's when you see me out the picture for a minute. Wrote on her butt in red. You know what I'm saying? And I put an arrow pointing down.
God. Yeah. Fans.
I've been fucking with you too long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to treat your fans right, man.
Damn.
What?
She said, yeah, she my number one fan. But
yeah, she has to be your number one fan. That's the only person that'll let you write on them, let alone put your little pee-pee in them.
God damn, man. Well, man, hey man, look, man. Rumors has it that Remy Ma gonna replace Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club. What you think about that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Man, they could have got something better than Remy Ma, man.
What happened to Angie though? What's she doing? She's doing something.
She resigned.
Else?
She resigned. She got tired of what's the name? No punk ass. What's that nigga name? Solomon the guy, no.
Yeah,
They
and DJ Heavy.
They some suckers, man. Like them niggas $1 million gang. Them niggas rich suckers, man.
Yeah, Charlamagne got his own show though.
He probably do. Who's Charlamagne the guy? Yeah. Charlamagne the guy. He got a bunch of shit. He Charlamagne the guy behind Drink Champs. He the executive producer behind. Remember the Drink Champs?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a lot of shit going on. But I'm saying, as far as the Breakfast Club, Angela Yee, she resigned. She got her own shit going on. They say Remy Ma gonna replace her. They should replace her with Nicki Minaj or somebody. What you think, man?
Nah. Fuck no.
I love damn Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj ain't got no intellectual. She can't talk. She ain't got no intellectual or something. What about my girl? What's my one girl? The Puerto Rican girl.
Nah, Remy's a better choice because she's a deeper thinker.
Cardi B. Man, they should have had Cardi B, man.
Fuck no. Cardi B ain't got the consistency to be on no damn show. You don't want to listen to that bitch talk. Nobody want to listen to her talk. What's her boyfriend name? Crossover, Offset, Upset.
One of them motherfuckers. One of the three amigos.
Yeah, one of them subpar talented niggas. But yeah, that dude. Yeah. Nobody wants to hear. He don't even want to hear it talk.
Michigan man wins $500K off a scratch off. God damn it. What goddamn scratch off that was? $500K?
Yeah.
I can't win $500.
I need a picture of that.
You finished that right there. Hey, come in.
Yeah, man. What else we got? What else we got? Hold on. Oh, Kansas man gets 6 years for illegal autopsy scams. I guess he was doing autopsies on motherfuckers and he wasn't really doing autopsies. It was a scam. You get what I'm saying?
Well, the scam was probably putting down motherfucker whatever the fuck motherfucker wanted them to put down. They said, so nigga, what is he in for? Oh, okay. So what you want? Hematologitis? Yeah. And just write that shit on the paper. Yeah, that's what that is. They just making up shit, putting it on the paper, trying to get people their insurance money.
Yeah, he was just making up shit. They was just making up shit.
Hey, this is why I don't have a regular ass job like that.
Hey, you got your device with you? You got the device Biden. They said something about recalling him or something. Some said he did. You ever heard about that?
Recalling what?
Uncle Biden. They talking about what they call it when they what's that terminology when they get rid of the president? Not indicting. What's the other one?
Impeachment.
Impeachment. They was talking about impeaching Biden, man. I seen that earlier this week.
Why? Because he done fucked the country up?
I don't know what that punk ass nigga done. He done some shit.
What? He done fucked the country up. I just told you what the fuck he done. Everybody's money is fucked up. When you pay, nigga, I went to the grocery store.
Don't talk bad about Uncle Joe.
$4.98.
Don't talk bad about the Uncle Joe, man.
No, that's your homeboy on that one, nigga. That's your Uncle Joe that put his finger in your ass. Used to be Democrat.
Yeah, fuck Shitty Fingers Joe.
For real. Yup. That's how you know his fingers is shitty, because he was a shitty boy.
Yeah, Uncle Shitty Finger.
Yup. That's what I'm saying. Don't be feeling no kind of way because he touched you. He was nice and his hands were soft. Meanwhile, your white stepdaddy was getting us together. We was drinking Douce and eating and having crab balls every day when your white stepdaddy was in office. Do you hear me?
But they would have talked bad about him.
Nigga, I was getting head behind the wheel of a Mercedes. Now that fucking Biden is in the fucking office, I'm fucking hot behind the wheel of a 68 Pontiac. Nigga sweating. My AC don't work.
Man. Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yes, it's a big difference. Because now we done went back to the racial world that it used to be. You know what I'm saying? We went back to the America it used to be. Why y'all didn't like my man? Y'all didn't like the money bag.
Yeah, American cut and spoilers. Oh yeah, I want to touch on something else too. Remember I was telling you about up in Bay City. Remember last week I played the video about dude came out. He was a police and he said he should whoop dog ass and then call the police on him. Remember with a flashlight?
Yeah.
Cause to find out that was a teenager. that he was talking to, right? They making a big deal out of it. They said they talking about possible lawsuit. They suspending them and everything. I'm saying all this to say this. Then you got African American kid at the back at the football game the other day get assaulted with a pepper spray. They want to sweep all that under the rug, but a motherfucker in their likenesses assaulted another motherfucker in their likenesses. Now they talking about lawsuit and all that shit, man.
You know what? And I want to say this too, because I made this reference in case of Little Boosie, and I'm gonna make this reference in case of the little girl at the game. Okay, us as black people, we shall fear no man but God. All right, understand that. I will never tell you to fear anybody, but you need to bring your respect level up. When you're talking to another grown ass person and you screaming and yelling and shit, that gives them, the option to either respect you or not respect you. Okay? That little girl walked up, I'm trying to get my motherfucking sister, and he sprayed the shit out of her ass. You know what I'm saying? I understand that was an emotional moment for you, young lady, but it has to be better ways of handling that, because once you come off as a bitch, you lose the right to be a woman or to be treated like a lady. Understand this, black woman. Once you start acting like a bitch or a hoe, you lose the right to be treated like a lady. All right? A man will be chivalrous to a woman. He will stop. He will open the door for you. He will help you. If you fall, he will pick you up. If you're injured, he will put you on his shoulder and carry your ass 100,000 miles. But if you act like a bitch, he's gonna treat you like one. You're gonna lose his respect. And my black men, when y'all are out there being emotional, talking reckless, acting like bitches, okay? You can't be respected as a man. You know what I'm saying? When you out there on the side of the road rapping your song, motherfucker police, I don't give a fuck, nigga, take me to jail. You are asking for that type of energy. Had you would have got the fuck out the car, shut the fuck up, proved who you were. You know what I'm saying? I'm a law-abiding citizen. I own property here. This is who I am. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason I have these things in that nature. They would have had a different respect for you. But because you fuck the cops, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, what? Come work for me. I'll pay you. I'll do this. I'll double your salary. What you getting paid for? You're causing resentment in people. You're making people not like you. And so when they catch you being vulnerable or out driving your $100,000 SUV, they're gonna pull your shit over, they're gonna tear your shit up, and they're gonna hold you up. You know what I'm saying? There's cause and effect to
so you saying,
to carry and
so you saying they get a pass for assaulting the Afro American teenage girl because of her mouth? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying there's a cause and effect to your character. If you act like a bitch, you'll get drugged like one. I will tell you, I will never put my hands on a woman. I will never disrespect a lady. But I will drag a bitch. Soon as you come out your mouth and start talking to me wrong,
I didn't think I was gonna get to use this button tonight.
You know what I'm saying?
Your hands, man, all you fucking want, bro. You think you fucking... You need to fucking quit, stupid fuck!
I don't give a fuck what that girl did. She didn't warrant that, man. That was not warranted. I'm tired of y'all giving these Yankees excuses, man.
Excuse me.
The fuck over our kids, man. They already fucking over us. Now y'all starting to give them up because they got a smart mouth. So what? So what if they got a smart mouth?
What I did was give advice to my people. I'm giving positive advice to my people. I'm not doing the sympathy shit. I don't give a fuck about what happened. I'm telling you cause and effect that if I'm out there talking reckless to the police is losing respect for me as a man as I go through my shit. Fuck y'all, nigga. You know who the fuck I am? I'm billionaire Bruce Wayne, nigga. Fuck y'all.
So basically, anybody get their ass kicked by the police for talking shit deserved it, right? That's what you're saying, right?
Did I say that? Did I say that? That is not what I said. That's not what I said. I gave some advice to people and deem of their character. I'm saying, as a young lady, had she would have walked up to that police officer and said, hey, I'm trying to find my sister,
Hey,
Where's
Mr.
my sister?
Officer, please
Whoa.
excuse me, Mr. Officer, excuse me, sir, please, excuse me, I'm looking for my
With
sister.
respect.
Fuck out of here, man.
With
Fuck
respect.
out of here. Fuck
If
out
you
of here.
okay,
Fuck out of here,
look,
man.
look.
Fuck
I'm
out of
gonna
here.
say this because I done talked to so many little motherfuckers. When I'm talking to a kid and that motherfucker's talking to me with their eyes closed, doing this shit right here, this is not making me want to do shit for you. This is making me look, nigga. If you don't quit doing this with your hands, I'm gonna beat your ass. And why the fuck you can't look me in the eyes when you're talking to me? And why the fuck is you raising your voice and talking to me like that?
That's just
I
like
tell
you
my kids
saying.
this all the time.
That's just like you saying that goddamn pilgrim that went up in that grocery store, killed auntie them and granny them, and walked out that bitch on her, and then my man get pulled over in Ohio for a simple traffic stop and get killed. You saying that shit all right? That's just like saying that's all right.
That's not what the fuck I said. Don't
Man,
put
that's
words in
how
my
fuck I'm
mouth.
taking it.
And if you can't understand
That's
what
how I'm
I'm
taking
saying,
it.
then ask me to clarify.
That's
You
how
know
I'm
what I
taking
mean?
it.
Because I mean,
Clarify,
that's how you're
elaborate.
taking it.
Elaborate.
But like I said, when we have a problem with the communication, and the reason why you feel the way you feel is because the gentleman was white. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I started off the conversation and said, I will not teach you to be in fear of anyone. You shall not be in fear of anyone but God. But you talk to everyone with respect until you get to the point where the shit's disrespectful. You see what I'm saying? So had she would have came to him with a different respect for him, instead of banging her hands and screaming at the top of her lungs with her eyes closed, she would have never got fucking maced like that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, was the cop wrong for doing that? Fuck yeah, you was wrong for doing that. That's a child. But that child didn't present herself as a child at that point. You see what I'm saying? Just like I said, in the Bootsy situation. Bootsy is a rapper. He's an entrepreneur. He's a young black man. You know what I'm saying? How can I not be on his side? Well, as he's standing there on the side of the road being pulled over, he's angry. He's emotional. He's pissed the fuck off. He's being harassed. And so at that moment, his emotional level and the shit that's coming out of his mouth is causing him to lose respect. His respect level is going down, down, down as these people are dealing with him. And that's why the shit keeps happening over and over again, because they can pull that type of emotion out of him. But had they would have pulled his ass over and he would have had nothing to say and let them do their job, and then went and made that report and got in the motherfucker service jacket, you know what I'm saying? Silence is a motherfucker, man. You move in silence. Gangsters move in silence. We don't announce ourselves when we walk in the building. And there's a reason why you don't do that. You see what I'm saying? If you walked in a room and said, hey, I'm a drug dealer, everybody's going to start treating you like a drug dealer. But if you walk in a building and I'm a businessman and you have to prove that I'm a drug dealer, you have the benefit of the doubt and much more of a respect, because you're being viewed as an entrepreneur and not as a street thug. That's all I'm saying. For real. I'm not giving nobody a pass at all.
I'm not giving them Yankees no more excuse. That's all I was saying.
And that's what I was saying. As far as my people goes, I'm not gonna allow us to be victims anymore. We need to step up our respect game, because we are very disrespectful, not only to other people, but to one another as well.
I ain't giving them Yankees no more excuse. I ain't giving them country boys nothing.
All right, look. Tell me this. Why are black women so emasculated? Yeah. Nothing but love.
Oh no! Hey, hold on! I found that thing I want to say, because we was talking about Uncle Joe and your stepdad. Hold on.
If he gets in, you will have a depression the likes of which you've never seen. Your 401ks will go to hell, and it'll be a very, very sad day for this country.
Whooped it. Tell my side it's a movie. Blue cheese. I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. Bitch, I'm about my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your back to your groupie. She just swallow all my kids in a two-seat. Swagged out. Familiar, we bringing them gas.
Man, they called it, didn't they?
I'm a part of Day on this one. Now I know who Day is because that was me. And yo, white daddy, and yo, white daddy, and I was like, yeah, I fucks with, and I rolled out with him too, even though they always trying to make me out to be a house nigga. Now look at us.
We're trying to make you be a token nigga, not a house nigga, token nigga.
No, I couldn't be a token nigga. Token niggas don't say shit. House niggas are politically activists. They be like, who's that nigga on that nag?
Oh, I Bobby J your ass to death on that one. I said, who's that boy? Who's that nigga on that nag? Hey, that's your ass. What was his name?
Yeah.
Alex. What's his name? Alex.
For real.
Yeah, man.
I'm the nigga on the horse, but yeah.
You got anything in closing? Oh yeah. Let's talk. Hold up. Your new joint, man. The LPZ show. We're gonna go. It's gonna be. We ain't doing no politics, man. You gonna talk about technology and hip hop, and you gonna give them a stock market advice for the week too. You know, shit you like doing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucking with no politics. The LPZ show coming soon, coming this winter to y'all. Well, LPZ gonna be talking about technology and hip hop, and he also gonna give y'all a stock market. Every week he's gonna give y'all a stock market. You know what I'm saying? Some advice to help y'all get y'all a little money, man. That's what we got coming up, man. So, what you got to say, LPZ, in closing, brother?
Like I said, we have to work on our character as people. You know, we have to work on our respect level. We have to work on teaching our children how to respect people as well. You know, back in my day, we used to walk past an adult and say, excuse me. Now kids, they just walk past you and try not to touch you, and they don't say shit. You know, it was a day to where
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a bad thing. Have you ever been standing in line and the kid come by you and the motherfucker just do this shit? You be like, Glenn, little motherfucker, you could have said, excuse me. You know what I mean? You walk behind a motherfucker and you assume that they about to be nice and open the door for you. And then so you look down and when you look back up, the door hitting your ass. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? Why when I open the door for you, young lady, you can't turn and say thank you? You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be grateful you let me look at your booty. Yeah. You know what I mean? Why when I'm standing at the gas pump and I ask you to pump your gas and shit, you like, nigga, I ain't finna pay you to pump my gas. No, baby, I wasn't trying to make no money off of you. I was trying to pump your gas because you're a woman and you shouldn't be pumping your gas. Matter of fact, why is your bitch ass boyfriend sitting in the car while you pump the gas?
He got that heater. He in that bitch with that heater, nigga. He in that bitch with that motherfucker. He in that bitch with that heat.
Okay, if you riding around with a boyfriend, they got a fucking gun in his lap. You need a new boyfriend, bitch. He's unsafe. Y'all gonna get locked up together. And guess what? Y'all not going to the same jail. It's gonna be bitches in your tank. It's gonna be niggas in his tank. He's gonna leave you for a boy eventually. Relationship advice for free. You know what I'm saying? But for real though, come on now. I mean, chivalry ain't dead. And then why are we not respecting our elders? Our elders is our wisdom holders. They turn around and tell us everything that they done did wrong so that we don't have to do it. And we're cutting off our elders. We're cutting off the flow of information. We have all these devices in our hands and in our controls, and motherfuckers ain't no smarter than they was in 94. Like, quit playing video games on your phone and watching other people's dilemmas when you can be learning and educating yourself, creating value within yourself so that you can be an incredible, unstoppable motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If you're tired of being broke, get into finances. If you're tired of being broke, get into things that bring you money. You know what I'm saying? If you spent more time thinking about how to get money than about the money that you don't have, you would have more money. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, quit chasing women. Quit putting all this energy and effort into having relationships with women when at the end of the day, it's not about the relationship, but the little piece of meat between the legs. You see what I'm saying? Because if you can't afford her, meaning if you can't pay to get her hair done, if you can't buy her a dress, if you can't take her out to eat, if you can't treat her like a fucking princess, you know what I'm saying, and or a queen, then you should not be dating. You should be getting your money up. You know what I'm saying? And then women, you know,
Are you
you
serious?
can't. You're controlling and domineering and masculine and shit. And this is why you're doing so much shit on your own. Because if you're gonna be all this controlling and tell me how the fuck to be a man and what to do and all this other shit, well then I'm gonna just let you be your own man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you're demanding. So if I don't do it right now, you got a fucking attitude. You know what I'm saying? And then you talking to me crazy. You know what I mean? That shit's not cool. And this is the reason a lot of you beautiful motherfuckers are single. Now, I look at the abundance of women on my page and I'm thinking to myself, oh, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. But then you can look at 32 pictures and never see one man touch her, hold her, kiss her, or not nothing to say that she has a man or she's in love or somebody's treating her right. You know, it's hard to be in love with you when you're so in love with yourself, you know? So if you want to be loved, you have to make room for someone else to love you. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, back to you. The sense of entitlement, even though you're a man with some money and a big dick, nice car, maybe a 4-bedroom empty house and shit, understand this.
Well, how she make you?
If you're not following your purpose, your divine purpose, if you're not allowing God to lead you, you know what I'm saying, then there's still no significance in what you're doing because you're still broke. You see what I'm saying? The more cars you have, the more homes you own, the more jewelry you have, the further you are in debt. And this is the reason why you have to continue to make the money that you make, because you have to maintain a lifestyle to appease other people. So if you really want to bring joy into your life, you should probably work on you and enjoying life and enjoying the relationships with the people around you, your children, your mother, your sister, your cousins, your brothers, all this other shit. And I'm gonna end it on this note. The most powerful feeling I've ever felt in the world. I've had 5 women in my bed. I have lived in polygamous relationships. I've done everything under the sun when it comes to relationships between man and woman. But the most satisfying relationship I've ever seen or ever had in my life was loving my children. Being a father is the most beautiful gift I've ever had. It keeps me grounded as a man. It keeps me focused. It keeps me responsible. It keeps me aware. And it keeps me loving and being grateful for someone other than myself with no conditions. See, I can love a woman conditionally. I'm a lover until she lied to me. I'm a lover until she cheat on me. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm putting stipulations on our relationship. If you do this, if you do that. You know what I'm saying? But my daughter, I can never be that way with. And my son, I can never be that way with. And I have to be that much more responsible for myself. I have to be that much more conscious of my family. And if you are taking care of your family and you loving your family and you're taking care of your home, then that is where your energy is going to go to. And God can bless that. God can bless you with all the money you need to take care of your home. God will bless you with all the money that you need to put a roof over your family head. God will bless you with the money that you need to take care of each and every one of your children if that is your focus. But if your focus is to create wealth so that you can be worshipped by other people, then that's probably why you're broke. Your motivation is wrong. What's up?
Broke because of what? You broke because of what?
Say that again?
You said people probably broke because of what?
Oh, because their intentions are not well. You know,
bad
you're
intentions.
You're not doing it. You're not doing this for you.
But I thought I had good intentions.
Yeah, I mean, see, when you're doing it for your family, when you're doing it for your wife, when you're doing it for your children, that means you're sacrificing your time, your energy, and shit for the betterment of other people. So he can bless that. But if you're doing it because you want people to worship you, I got money, worship me. I look good, give me sex, allow me to treat you like shit because I'm better than you. He cannot bless that. And that's where a lot of people are. They don't buy clothes because I look good in these clothes. They buy clothes to impress the person next to them. You know what I'm saying? They're not driving the car. They're not driving the car that they dreamed of, that they wanted, that they built with their own hands. Because all that requires ambition. All that requires, the hand of God. But you know, you want God to bless you with a Rolls Royce so that you can ride around and feel like you're better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? He can't bless that. So as a man, when you come into everything that I do for the betterment of someone else or my family, then he can bless that. But if the shit is selfish and self-driven, arrogance, out of entitlement, look, I have literally felt like this. Bitch, I don't have to show you how much I love you. I don't have to tell you that I care. I don't have to tell you that I love you because I provide all of this for you. You see what I'm saying? And so since you in my casa and I pay every goddamn thing, you just gonna fuck, suck, do whatever I want you to do when I want you to do it, no matter what the fuck you going through. Because if you don't, then bitch, I'll get rid of your ass and get me a new bitch that'll be appreciating because she ain't in the projects no more and she at Camp Sukasa.
So you do the Nino. You say you do the Nino. Cancel. I'll buy another.
Yeah.
Hey man.
I mean that's how I've always been. But then I learned that you can't just cancel people and get another one because there will never be another like that because we're all individuals, and you have to respect that.
All right. That's it.
That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm gonna say. Stop falling for the banana and tailpipe smoking mirrors bullshit. Quit letting the Yankees give y'all excuses to fuck over our kids. They fucking over our kids in more ways than one. They got that fruity pebble spitting all shit out now. There's a lot of shit going on, man. The hood gotta say the hood. We're gonna make the hood great again. You know what I'm saying? We speak for the streets. We out of this bitch. Peace.
Smoking J and barbecue.
Very melting, like a drum.
Home of the Big Drip Burger. Smoking J Barbecue, 3600 South Dordt Highway. Open Thursday through Sunday, featuring Soul Food Sundays. Best barbecue ribs in town, hands down. Good life.
I know you see the pain, but it don't rain forever. Born to lose, built to win. I was built for this world.
And I got it out the mud. When I was broke, they ain't show me love. Now they dick sucking. When I ain't have it, I had to go out and get something. And I ain't sleeping at all like I'ma miss something. Been taking chances after chances, y'all ain't risk nothing. When the race the nigga pass, I don't forget nothing.
I know you see the pain, but it don't rain forever. Born to lose, built to win. I was built for this world.
Bravery, you gone crazy.
You are now tapped in with the most realist and controversial show on the net. Flint After Dark Podcast. We speak for the streets. We speak for the streets.
Thinking to myself like, what the fuck is going on? Asking God for help, like what the fuck I'm doing wrong. He ain't giving me no answers, I figured it out myself. Got tired of asking questions, I'm tired of looking for help. Man, I can't win for losing, I'm steady taking these losses. Had to bury greed and cheat, same week, 2 different coffins. Man, that shit'll traumatize you when it ain't trying to. Everybody shedding tears, you trying not to cry too. They say they feel my pain, but they don't know how much I'm hurting. Mama told me pray, it usually helps, but it ain't working. Just the numbness pain.